is silver more important now than ever? Good evening, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Silver Dad Knows. Remember, always live with no edits. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button now, as you're going to like what I'm about to say. So yes, right here to my left, I am presenting a gorgeous 2015 Chinese panda. Look at that. The amount of detail, just stunning, very attractive, very alluring. Struck in 1 ounce of 99.9% pure silver, silver pandas are worldwide collector favorites. And this 2015 release shows a panda nibbling on bamboo. The obverse displays the Temple of Heaven in Beijing's Forbidden City, which has been shown since the series began in 1983. Larger than a traditional U.S. silver dollar, each 1 ounce silver panda is a masterpiece of coinage art with vivid design details accented by the selectively frosted finish. These 2015 silver pandas were actually the final year in which they were issued in 31.1 grams. That's why I own this piece. While all the current editions are 30 grams, still larger than your traditional silver ounce, of course. And what's really nice is, as of now, in real time, I am still finding these as low as $41 to $42 with free shipping, uncirculated. And to me, that is just excellent pricing because they're very, very attractive coins, you know. I'm a huge patriot. I'm an American. I serve America. But I will not take away from the attractiveness of these Chinese pandas. Do I support China? Heck no. Do I support silver? Yes. And that's why I get these pandas here and there. Mainly, I'm always getting American coins. But the pandas, I entertain them because at the end of the day, it's silver. And it is one of these superpowers that we're competing with. So, heck, why not? I'll dabble with them the way they're dabbling with our American Eagles. And real quick, folks, before I continue, I want to give a quick shout out, and this to one of my loyal subscribers, a comment from yesterday, and this is Co-Clown World. Trump wins in a landslide. The corrupt money printers then pull the rug on the stock market and crash it to the lowest in 50 years plus to blame their corruption on him. Then the rebuilding comes into his 4 years and we experience crypto, precious metals, and the new US dollar boom. Boom, boom, boom. So great comment right there coming from Co-Clown World in the sense of I love the optimism. You know, there's so much negativity nowadays where people are just like, in a sense, hopeless that they don't believe that times are going to get better. And, excuse me, we have Silver Sun in the background acting up as usual. Trying to entertain him as best I can entertain any 2-year-old. But I love the optimism in that comment because there's a lot of negativity now, and I can see why and why it's so easy to fall into that negativity. But we should be optimistic and we should be thankful because we are moving into what could be phenomenal, great times. While we're distracted by countless daily events, something significant is happening in the financial world. The Central Bank of the United States, the Federal Reserve, quietly hit a new record with over $1 trillion in losses by the end of 2023. At that time, the Federal Reserve had about $980 billion in unrealized losses. These losses usually wouldn't matter because they wouldn't have disappeared if interest rates had declined sooner. However, as the Fed keeps rates higher for longer, these unrealized losses have been piling up daily. In addition to this national debt crisis, the U.S. appears to be on the brink of a massive fiscal dilemma. As the debt balance grows, currently standing at $35 trillion, foreign investors lose confidence in U.S. debt, increasing the possibility of a default. But that's not all. Over the next 2 years, more than $1 trillion in commercial real estate loans will come due. When you combine these issues, you have a perfect storm on your hands. The commercial real estate dilemma is more massive than it appears. No one's talking about it, so it doesn't seem like a big deal. But remember, not many sounded the alarm before the financial crisis of 2008. Even though commercial real estate loans are now classified as paper losses, the risk is still very real. Banks are waiting for the Federal Reserve to cut rates, hoping they won't have to recognize those losses. They're playing a waiting game, but a small rate cut in September won't make much difference. Starting in the third quarter, some overexposed regional banks will begin taking those losses to smooth out their earnings by year end. Without a bailout, many small to mid-sized banks could face liquidity issues and collapse. U.S. businesses will find it even more challenging to borrow to keep their doors open as consumer demand declines. As the banking sector faces increased risks due to the commercial real estate bubble, financial institutions will tighten lending conditions. The number of corporate bankruptcies is already rising, with a significant increase in commercial Chapter 11 bankruptcies and small business filings in the first half of 2024. This commercial real estate bubble could bring a crisis worse than 2008. Besides the commercial property value and borrowing costs flashing red signs, we now have to worry about the role of the US dollar and the fragmentation of global markets. The IMF warned about this, and countries are shifting away from their Western relationships. The two biggest ingredients, commercial property values and borrowing costs, are showing danger signs. Silver is especially important right now with all these financial burdens and potential crisis. Silver offers a hedge against economic instability. And that's why I continue to get it, not month after month, week after week. And, thank God I'm in a position where I can do something like this. But I encourage everybody to figure out a way to put themselves in a position where they can afford to buy silver, not by the month, but by the week. And in truth, I wish I could afford to buy it by the day. And same goes for crypto. But yes, check this out, folks. Beautiful, beautiful. The last one I showed was a 1945. Here you were looking at a 1946 walking Liberty. The Liberty walking half dollar of 1916 through 1947 is celebrated as one of the most beautiful coins ever produced by the U.S. Mint, designed by the prominent sculptor A.A. Weinman and struck in 90% fine silver. These coins bear a stunning full-length figure of Liberty striding toward the rising sun. The reverse features a richly detailed eagle perched upon a mountain crag. The 1964 Liberty walking half dollar was struck at the Philadelphia Mint in the year following the end of World War II. A walking Liberty half dollar from 1946 in circulated condition is worth between $13 to $32. However, on the open market, 1946 half dollars in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $19,000. You heard that right. Pristine, uncirculated, 19 grand. Sorry about that. 19 grand. Crazy. And even though I specialize in stacking on silver ounces, I have noticed that it is more crucial now than ever to be stacking on constitutional junk silver, walking liberties, Franklin half dollars, Dwight D. Eisenhower's, Mercury dimes, Barber quarters. At this point, it's just a no-brainer. And this game is getting so serious that is what you want to be stacking, the junk silver, because it's anything but junk. But as always, folks, thank you so much for joining us for another evening. God bless you. God bless your household. And God bless America.